this is my room in the Beaver Hotel. Now, it's funny because I've never seen something quite so disorganised is the wrong word, but it was a bit of a faff. What happened was I checked in and the woman on the desk, who barely speaks English, she had to make a new card for the lock, and basically they come like this. Okay, so it's a punch key thing, but in this black box here is the other half of that card. So you actually put half the card in the lock and it creates the lock, and the other half is for the entrance, which doubles as the entrance to the hotel itself after hours. Although I have to say, I don't think I shall be back later than it closes. She said it closed at midnight. Well, I think I'll be back before then. Tubes stop at midnight in London. So we're in room 23 here. We are at the top of the first flight of stairs. I do have 2 beds here, but I am only paying for one. She did check I was on my own. And what do we have? We'll start here with the fire regulations. No smoking. It's now illegal to smoke indoors in England. There are some smudges. It's not the cleanest of walls, but it's not bad. Let's have a look. Skirting board seems okay. The door seems okay. Ceiling seems okay. There's some damage on this here. This is in England we call them poufs. It's a little sort of stool that one can sit on. Next we've got the desk, chest of drawers, and they've actually provided me with an alarm clock and the first of my mirrors here. It's plywood. There's a tiny weeny bit of damage along here, but actually it's very good indeed. I have got a phone, not that I shall be using it. There is one. Towel rail, not secure to the wall very well, is that one. Plug for the shaver's cracked, but it's there, which is good, because as you can see, I'm in desperate need of a shave. Not sure where the light switch for this one is. But anyway, little wash basin here. Soaps, but I think that is the extent of our condiments here. Don't get any. Side windows with net curtains. That's the view. Actually, Philbeach is a lovely, lovely road, and we're right next to, on this side, just next door, something called St Cuthbert's Church, and at the end of the road in that direction is the exhibition centre. We're looking all right up there with the curtains. This is a little bedside light. Rather nice, isn't it? Window ledges seem okay. There's a little radiator down here. And the only other thing in my room is this. No, this is not a portaloo. This is a wardrobe with another poof. Which begs the question, here is also the mirror. Again, it's quite an old mirror. You can see some of the rust shining through there. The toilets are shared, and they're out in the corridor. So I'm going to look for them next, and then I'm going to head out into London. Now, as well as the room, there were certain bits about this hotel that were quite quirky. During the opening hours, which were 7:30 until midnight, 7:30 in the morning until midnight, two public areas were open. There was the lounge area, which was extremely nice and had sort of connections for your computer. And then there was a downstairs in the basement, which was the area you had your breakfast in. That was open as well. The only thing to say is that breakfast was a little bit disappointing. It was basically 2 fried eggs, and the sausage was sort of a little sort of shriveled bit of meat. I don't know where they got it from or where they made it from, whether they made it themselves or something like that, but it was basically their English breakfast was 2 fried eggs and this bit of sausage, and a quarter of a tomato. But then, having said that, I hadn't known that breakfast was included at all. So, you know, all is said and done, what they gave us was fine. It was just a little bit bizarre and not what I was expecting.